Well, happy Friday, everybody, and more importantly, happy SnowCap Annual Auction Day. It doesn't get any better than this. I'm auctioneer Patrick, and so happy to be hosting our little live stream today as we kick off online bidding in the annual auction for SnowCap Community Services. Joined today, it doesn't get any better than these two right here. Well, there's one more, but she'll just stay backstage today. She won't come up front with us, but let's put our hands together for the executive director at SnowCap Community Services. Let's make sure we give her a big round of applause. Kirsten, welcome. And also, this event wouldn't happen if this young person wasn't just getting it done everywhere she turns. Put it together for our grants and communications manager at SnowCap Community Services, the one and only Imke. How much fun is that? I have so much fun. Hey, as we get started, folks, do me a favor. Be sure to drop in that chat and say hello. We love to chat right back at you and say hello, and also use that as an opportunity to ask any questions that you may have to make sure that we're answering any questions as we go through. We've got a big 10 days here for SnowCap Community Services. We're going to be raising a lot of money. We're going to do it a lot of different ways, and we're going to teach you how to be a part of it. But it's huge. Are you ready for the big event there, Kirsten?
I am so ready. This is truly auction. This fundraiser in this next 10 days are our favorite 10 days of the year. It is so exciting this year with our theme of food is love, because that's really what we do here at SnowCap is share love through food and helping our neighbors. And it's we're of course very excited today to kick off our online auction, so people in their pajamas all over the world are able to bid and support SnowCap's work. So don't worry if you're traveling, we still can really use your support and have some great items that we're going to talk about today. Our live event is the centerpiece of our auction week, and next Saturday, March 14th, there still are a few tickets available that are, and the link is right there on the auction homepage to purchase tickets for another couple days. We would love to see you in person. But the online auction already opened today, and trust me that every dollar that is donated that you bid on is going to come right back here into your community to help your neighbors who are really struggling more than ever right now. So Patrick, will you let folks know how they can participate?
Absolutely. I would love to. It would be a lot of fun. Let's just dive right in. I want to make sure everybody knows if most of you are probably watching right now, right here on the website, in this little window here. But if you're not, if you're joining us on Facebook or one of the other outlets, let me go ahead and put up, that is the URL so that you can get to the auction website for SnowCap Community Services. I also am going to throw it just for fun. I'm going to throw a little QR code up there in the top right corner of the screen so folks can get to it through that also. Okay. Once you're there, friends, lots of activities. Great job on building the website there, Imke, and getting all the graphics. I love. What color is that? Is that? It's not hot pink. What color is that?
Like a magenta and
magenta.
teal.
A teal magenta. All right, fantastic. Hey, once you're here, the first thing I want you to do, folks, is I would really appreciate it if you get in there and register. You'll see right up here at the top, you can register, and once you register, that you can't bid until you register. So go ahead and register. And when you do, you'll be asked to put in your credit card. That's great if you want to go ahead and do that. If you prefer to wait until you're really ready to commit to bid, you can skip over that. But you won't be able to bid until you register your credit card. And I always want to remind you, we send you a statement following the event. You get a chance to review that, and then you can choose which card you want to put it on. All right. The last thing I want to say about that when you register is you're going to get an email from our friends at Auctria. Always be sure to check your spam filter every now and then, depending on how secure your email is or you're using business. Sometimes they'll jump into your spam filter. And but grab that email because it's going to ask you to confirm your email address. It's also going to give you the instructions to download the Auctria bidding app. And I don't know about you two, but I know that I use that exclusively the rest of the week, and it is just fantastically easy. So make sure you download the Octria app. And once you are in the system, get kind of excited about these over here. These little yellow boxes keep popping up. Those are people already bidding, Kirsten. That's a good thing. So that is awesome. But once you get to the website, you can see we have a lot to do. Kirsten mentioned a minute ago, you can buy tickets still. So I would click right here, reserve your seat, and that would get you right into our ticket opportunity. We also have a raffle going on, Alaska Airlines raffle. Kirsten, you want to tell us about that?
Sure. Only 100 tickets will be sold for this exclusive raffle, and we're selling up to 50 of them, up to half online prior to the event. That's new for SnowCap this year because we wanted to bring some of that excitement to people that are unable to join us. So those are 2 totally unrestricted round trip fares anywhere Alaska flies. They're worth over $1,700 each because there's no restrictions. You can go wherever you want to go. And we know that people oftentimes have enough stuff at home and they love to travel. And so this is one really great way for only $50 a chance with really great odds to take a great vacation.
That's awesome. And there's 44 available online right now. So jump in there. No limit on how many you buy other than that 44, right? So that's a great way. And you know, those vouchers that you have with the no restrictions, that is so handy. You know, you never know in life where you have an emergency opportunity, you need to travel, or you get the last minute opportunity to go see something fun, and there's a seat on that plane, they'll let you on. So that's a great raffle, Kirsten. That's awesome.
Yes.
And then we have several auctions this year, and I'm excited to talk about all of them today. But we have our online only auction. We actually have a silent auction at the big event next week and a super silent auction at the event next week, as well as our live auction. But we are going to focus on our Bid Online Now, which is our online only auction. And that is taking place. You guys loaded this up with over 70 some odd packages I read earlier today. That is incredible. And what a collection. I mean, everything from home goods to things, you know, kind of luxury items to things that anybody could use. This is fantastic. A little wine tasting, yoga, maybe a little wine and then yoga, or yoga and then wine. I don't know about y'all. I may just skip the yoga and go straight to the wine, especially at Chehalem. That's awesome. And you just click through, you can see all the different pages. You got Blazer tickets here. This is awesome. What's more exciting, friends, is that all the bidding started at $10. Can you imagine that? So get in there, bid high, bid off, and this is awesome. Let's talk a little bit about, I want to show folks, I'm looking for something that I might actually want. I know I've bought a few things over. Look there, Clyde's Prime Rib, one of my favorite restaurants on the east side. Mm-hmm. I love Clyde's. Imke is going to get mad at me. I think I saw this earlier. I'm going to skip right over it. Okay, I would not do that to you. I would not do that to you. But chopsticks and sushi plate. Tell me about this. This is awesome. And it comes with it's a woodworking class.
Yes.
How cool is this?
It's very cool. You get to make your own chopsticks and sushi platter with Jeremy Buck. And I actually got to participate in a woodworking class with him last year at our clothing building. And it was so much fun. And then you get to go home with something useful or a gift for someone.
How great is that? That is fantastic. Well, I am registered to bid. That's annoying. But anyhow, I need to register again, evidently. So I'm going to unshare my screen for just a second and keep telling me about that package there, Imke, while I register to bid.
It's for 2 people. It's going to be at our clothing building. You'll be using traditional methods to make the chopsticks, and you can make multiple. It'll probably be around 2 to 4 hours. It's a really fun thing to do. Last year we made charcuterie boards, and so this year we're going to make the sushi platters and chopsticks. And so, yeah, definitely bid on it. It's going to be a really fun fun time, and you can schedule with me and Jeremy to schedule a good time that works for all of us. But it's a lot of fun, and so I definitely recommend trying it out, learning to make some new things.
See how quick I am on that. How easy was that? Now you sold me on this package. This is awesome. So, one of the things that I want to talk to our friends about is when you click on any single item in the online auction, you're going to learn really quick, like the bidding ends in 9 days plus bid extension. And what that means, friends, is we're scheduled to close this auction item at 12 noon on Sunday, March 15th. So the night after everybody lives it up there at the Embassy Suites, the next day at noon is when our online auction is about to begin to close. And what I mean by begin to close, folks, is that if we receive a bid within 5 minutes of the closing time on our online auction, it will automatically extend the closing time 5 minutes, and it'll notify the person who just got outbid so they have an opportunity to bid again. So our online auction is not a silent auction where, the auctioneer, Joe Marie, will say, hey, and it's closed, right? And everybody drops their pins. In an online auction, we have the ability to make it work more like a real auction. So if people keep bidding, we're going to keep it open, right? But once we get to that past noon and somebody does not bid within 5 minutes, then it will close, right? So don't plan anything for 12:01 next Sunday, the 15th, unless you want to lose out on your bidding, all right? And then it's going to tell you what the current high bid is. And look at Jessica is in there for $10. She thinks she's going to walk away with this. She's wrong. The next bid, it'll always tell you what your next bid option needs to be. And right now it needs to be at $20. Now here's where, Kirsten, I know you're a pro at this, and Imke, you are too, but I want to share with our audience a little bit. This is where you make a really good opportunity, because I look at this package and I think to myself, I pay $100 for this in a heartbeat. Okay. But if I can get it for 20, why wouldn't I want to do that? Right. And so with that being said, we have a really great feature in our software here from Octria where we can place this bid as a proxy bid. And what that implies, folks, is I can set my bid at $100, but what the computer will do is it will place my bid at $100, but it's going to place it at the lowest amount so that I remain in the lead, right? So right now it's going to bid $20 for me. If somebody comes in and bids against me, and they bid 30, it'll raise my bid to $30, right? Now think about this. Had I not used the proxy bid and someone had come in and put the bid at 30, I would have had to bid 40 to be ahead of them. But because I used the proxy bid, my bid got raised to 30 instead of going to have to go to 40. Okay. So this is the secret weapon for all our shoppers out there in the SnowCap Community Services community. How about that for a tongue twister? That you can, this is how you get the best deals at the SnowCap auction, right? So don't ever forget, always click that proxy bid. And this is, people tell me all the time, Kirsten and Imke, they tell me all the time, well, I'm not going to bid until the end. And I'm like, why would you do that? Right? You got to start early. And when everything starts at $10, you got an awesome opportunity. So once I set it, I put it at 100. I've got my proxy bid clicked. I'm going to hit bid 100. It's always nice. It's going to confirm, and it's in that beautiful magenta color. It's going to remind me that I'm bidding a maximum of up to $100. I always like to double check that because occasionally I put one too many zeros in there. And okay, I'm there. Now, there we go. And so now it tells me I have the current high bid for $20 and that this bid will be automatically raised to 100. Ensure you stay as the highest bidder when you are bid against. The other nice thing about this is that when you set a proxy bid, friends, it's only going to text you or email you when you're actually literally outbid. Okay, so if somebody came in and bid $110 or more, then I would get a notification, as opposed to getting ding, ding, dinged if I'm not using that proxy bid feature. So make sure you always check that out. The other thing I always have fun with is that you can see who you're bidding against. You girls aren't, you ladies aren't too competitive, I don't think, are you?
Oh, a little bit.
There are, as Jill Marie taught me many years ago, she said, Patrick, there are no friends at an auction. So this is awesome. Hey, the other thing I want to share with you, a lot of times as you're enjoying looking through the auction and you're seeing things, we catch things that we say, you know what, that's not really my style. Maybe I'm not a sushi person, although I love sushi. If I didn't like sushi, but I knew somebody that did, okay, there's no reason why they can't support SnowCap Community Services also. So what you want to do is right up here above, just go ahead and click on that link and copy it, drop it in an email to your friend that is into the sushi, and let them place a bid on it. When you send that link, friends, it'll take them directly to that item. And you can say, hey, I saw this item. I thought of you. And by the way, all proceeds go to my great friends at SnowCap Community Services. And then signature it with bid high and bid often to support SnowCap. You can also put it right out on your Facebook page. If you click on that Facebook icon, it will actually create a post for you in your Facebook account, and it will just be promoting this one package. So it's a wonderful feature. Don't hesitate, use it. So, to recap, always place your bids, a proxy bid, and make sure you share out the items, because at the end of the day, we got to get the word out. SnowCap does so many amazing things for people on the east side and throughout, just really improving lives. And let's spread the word about what's going on. And this is a great way to do it. Any questions on any of that from you two in particular?
I don't think so. I love the idea of sharing the link. I will definitely be using that.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, because you have so many great items here. I was just, when I looked at it early this morning, right? Because I was practicing what I preach. I was overwhelmed, right? But I'm not a there's a Care Bear for every feeling. I'm past that stage in my life, and haven't quite made it to where my boys make sense to have something like that. And so that but I know people who would, right? And that's a great way to share it out. And look at all this cookware. I mean, this is amazing. What are your two? What's some of y'all's favorite items in the event this year?
Well, for me, I am very excited about there's two different wine tasting.
Okay, hang on. I'm going to stop you, Kirsten. Don't share items you're bidding on.
I haven't bid yet.
Okay.
Now I go with proxy bidding, so now I feel a little more confident.
Okay.
But
so we had a couple of which ones?
So maybe I'll luck out on one. But there's three of them. So there's 3 wine tasting packages, and what's really great is that I have a group of friends that we love to do things together, but we're all busy. We're all working professionals, and sometimes it's difficult to really have a reason to gather. And I find that having a glass of wine is oftentimes a really great way to bring friends together. So since all of these at least are good for 4 people or up to 8, I have something that I could say, hey, you want to go get together. So it's really about more than the wine. It's about spending time with my friends and supporting SnowCap. So I'm really excited, and I'm glad we have several of those available.
These are outstanding ones. I mean, Brooks Winery, Janie Brooks graduated from Beaverton High, and Janie's just a wonderful individual. And Brooks Wines, they have have you been there, Kirsten? They have a phenomenal facility there and a chef on staff, and they do some really, really cool things at Brooks Winery. And then Cathedral Ridge is another outstanding one. And of course, you can't say enough about our friends at Chehalem, part of the Stoller family. Chehalem Winery is outstanding. That tasting room right there in Newburgh is fantastic. So you got a home run there, Kirsten. I'd bid high on all 3 of those. And
I'm going to be getting in there soon, everybody.
And the way I look at it, Kirsten, if you buy more than one, it's just an earlier start time for you, right?
I really like that idea.
Yeah. Imke, how about you? What? Don't tell me what you're bidding on, but a couple items you think people ought to check out.
Oh, there's so many. Well, definitely the Notebook musical, because that bidding is going to be ending a little bit earlier than the rest of our items, because it is on March 13th, the day before our auction. But who doesn't love The Notebook? It's like a classic love story, and now it's in the musical version at the Keller Auditorium. I love going to the Keller and catching their shows there, so I think that's a really awesome item.
I'm glad you said it. I saw it in my notes, but what a cool opportunity. And, I checked it out earlier also. And what caught my attention was prime seats in the first balcony, row A. It's been a long time since I sang the alphabet song, but I'm pretty sure it still starts with A, right? So it sounds to me like that might be in the front row and right on the balcony, as long as you're not scared of heights. That is perfect. Seats 9 and 10 got to be right in the middle of that row. And like we said, hey, may always make a note right up here. This package actually coaches March 12th, right, at 12 a.m. So really at the end of the day on the 11th, folks, is when this package closes, because you're going to get your tickets and go on the 13th, the night before you head out to the SnowCap auction over at the Embassy Suites. But make sure you jump on that. That is a golden opportunity. Thanks for bringing that one up, Imke. What else you got? And by the way, don't share any of the Nayali is bidding on either.
There's so many. Oh, I actually Botanical Beauty's on here, and it's a gift certificate for a hot scalp massage. And I actually just had that done by her like 2 weeks ago, and it was amazing. It was the best 45 minutes of my life. You get to just relax, and she just puts all this stuff in your hair that's really good for your hair and your scalp, and it was so relaxing. I could have done another 45 minutes, but I would definitely recommend bidding on that one because it's a really good package also.
Yeah, that is and can she work with a scalp like mine? I don't have to have beautiful hair
sure
like
she
you.
Could.
Yeah. Maybe I get a discount if I don't know. Yeah. That is cool. And once again, it really speaks to the amazing amount of diversity that you have in these packages. I mean, there truly is something for everyone in your online auction, and that is just spectacular. I'm going to jump, just for the fun of it, I'm going to jump over to our super silent and our live auction previews. Both of these are in preview mode. You'll notice that we're really trying to whet your appetite as I look at the bottle of Blue Label. We're whetting your appetite. Pink Martini in Astoria. Wow, what a great opportunity that is. These are going to be in the super silent, and that's in addition to our normal silent auction at the SnowCap event, which is always amazing. And then we have our live auction preview too. Is this Phantom of the Opera? There's tickets to Phantom of the Opera in the super silent. How terrific is that? So if you're joining us next week at the big event, you want to check out and get ready to know what you're going to bid on to support SnowCap. I mean, look at this live auction you've got. Jill Marie is a lucky individual to have such cool packages to sell. That is awesome. And speaking of next week, let's jump right in there. Give me a sense, if you will. Let's start with Kirsten. Tell me about what folks should expect when they come to the main event next week.
Oh my goodness. We are so excited. So one thing that folks can expect is, as many of you are already SnowCap supporters, and those who are new as well, will see that it is our team. It is Team SnowCap that is there to show you a great time supporting SnowCap. While we have Patrick and our auctioneer Jill Marie, folks that are experts that we bring along for our event, you'll see that it's SnowCap volunteers and staff that are there to serve you, really to give you our best hospitality. And so you'll notice from the time that you walk in, there's friendly volunteers to direct you. There's all kinds of fun and games, different in some ways for people at every level to support SnowCap. So we are a broad-based organization. This is not a stuffy event. It's a fun event, and this is a place just to come together and raise money to support SnowCap with tons of funds and games and surprises. And Imke has been working on all of those. You want to share?
Sure. I know we have a lot of fun things. I mean, obviously we went over the Alaska Airlines raffle, so we'll be doing that. We also have a gift card garden, so you can just pick a flower out of our garden and then you get that gift card. We sell some cookies there, so if you want a dozen cookies, we have some awesome volunteers that make all of those for our event. We're going to have a photo booth this year, so really excited about that. Hoping people will take pictures with their friends and family there and then share it to spread the word about SnowCap and our mission and hashtag food is love. And then we'll have pick a prize, of course. So if you win that, you get to pick anything you want out of the live auction, which, I mean, who doesn't want that? So we have a lot of really fun games and things. And then Dessert Dash, of course, which I think is one of my favorites, watching everybody run to go grab their desserts for the table and stuff. And we have some really delicious items coming this year.
That is awesome. That is awesome. It's going to be fantastic. And like we said, folks, tickets are still available. Just go right to the website and they are right there. Reserve your seat, or 6 or 8 would be fantastic. And that's going to take place Saturday, March 14th at the Embassy Suites Portland Airport, which is a wonderful venue for this event. Real convenient to get to, plenty of parking. That is awesome. I wanted to open it up for questions, folks. If anybody has any questions for us, drop them in there right now, and let's answer them up. And big congratulations! I know this takes an army of folks to put this event together. All your volunteers, that is amazing in itself. But the leadership of Imke and Nayali and Kirsten, yourself, it's been absolutely fantastic. But I did want to give a shout out right here on the website. We just couldn't have an event like this without sponsors, and they're scrolling across here. In fact, I think we have a whole sponsor page. Am I right, Nayali? I mean, Imke?
Yeah.
Yeah. And, folks, I always encourage, when you come to an event website or come to the event in person and you see these companies that are going above and beyond to support folks in the community, and you have an opportunity to make a purchase out there in your daily life, remember that these folks care about SnowCap just like you do. And we encourage you to reach out and use any of our sponsors whenever you possibly can. So thank you so incredibly much. We did not get any questions. So either we're really good at explaining what we're explaining, or, they're too busy bidding, I think, is the bottom line. Yeah. And hopefully you two did not miss out on any golden opportunities while we were doing this. But I'll give it to you, Kirsten, to wrap us up.
I just want to thank everyone who's tuned in this far, everyone who's bidding, especially anyone who's sharing the information on your social media or via email. It just expands the community of support for SnowCap. So thank you so much. And as Patrick would say, bid high and bid often, and unless you're bidding against me.
That's right. That's right. Imke, you got to wrap up for us? Maybe she does.
There we go. Just thank you, everybody. Super excited. I'll see you on the bid sheet.
We'll see you online. Thanks, everybody, for attending. You guys have a great day. It was great to see you. Bid high, bid often, and support SnowCap Community Services. Bye-bye.